Hello, everybody. It's Derek with Hi-Fi Resale Shop. Today is Veterans Day, so first and foremost, I wanted to thank all the veterans out there for serving their country um, and writing that blank check, however long you served for. I was in the Marines for 4 years, 1993 to 1997. I fixed C-130 jet engine planes. I've C-130s refuel other airplanes in the sky. So that is what I did for 4 years. And it was an honor to serve my country, the people of my country. Moving on, Veterans Day, there is no mail to be shipped out today, but I am going to show you today's batch, and I am going to package up my 17 items that sold over the weekend today, and this way that eBay knows I'm still involved with my store. And then I'm going to list a few items later after I get some of this stuff shipped, or not shipped, but packaged. The other thing I wanted to share with people watching is I found a new way to see how to find the oldest things in your store, and to know exactly how long they've been up. A couple of videos ago, I showed you how to go in. You go into your store, so you go up to your store name by the Seller Hub, and you click on it, and it comes up to your store. Then you go into the newest listed items. And whether those things are ended and relisted, it keeps them in order of when they were listed. So you can go through that, and you could go to the bottom and then go through the numbers at the bottom of the screen of numbers of pages you have of items, and then click on the last one, and you could find the oldest listings that way. But I found a new way of doing that, and it tells you exactly how many days the item's been up. So I'm going to show you that first, and then we're going to go into the things that sold. So to do this, and I'm going to flip the camera around, and I'm going to show the screen here. Okay, let me tilt it up a little bit. Okay, so on the screen here where it says marketing, we're going to go into there. So I'm going to go over here to marketing. I got a drop down menu. It says discounts, which is a new area, a revamped area. It's not new, but it's revamped. So I hit on discounts, and what I'm going to do is fake making a sale. I'm going to fake it. So I go over here, this blue button, create discount. Let me see if I can turn this a little bit more. Okay, there. So I get discount and then sale event. Okay. And it really doesn't matter what you do here. You have to choose something over here. 30% off or $10 off each. So I'm not going to go through with any of this. So I'm just going to select that. And then I'm going to go over here to select items, and I'm going to choose that. Now up here is things you do to make the sale. You choose part of the inventory, you choose the price that you want, and you can actually filter by days on site. So if you hear days on site or hear prices, you have to fill that out if you're doing a sale. Over here, it says days on site, and it's got an up arrow, down arrow, so you can reorganize this whole thing by days on site. So here are the things that I put up last night. 0 days on site, 00000. Okay, so I put up this 2 Thomas the Train pieces, and then a bunch of CDs. Because I normally don't, and then you see it goes 1, and I did 1 day ago, and then 2 days ago. So I did these listings yesterday. It's not normal for me to do that on a Sunday. I try to keep that the Lord's Day. So I try not to list on Sunday. If I'm going to list, I just try and execute out of the draft bank and try and get some listings up that way, maybe 2 or 3 from the draft bank, and I don't really have to do any actual work. I just come in here, click a few buttons, and then go back to being with my family. So, but anyway, I hit it again. You hit it once, maybe it gives you the newest things, and then you hit it a second time, and it'll give you from the oldest. So you can see here that this item has been up 1692, 1,692 days. 1692 divided by 365 equals. This item here has been up for about 4.5 years, which is ridiculous. So I am going to find these, and I'm going to kill this listing, end this listing, and I might try and redo it again because it is part of a consignment sale that I was doing for somebody. This book, which I've looked for a couple of times, I think I'm just gonna end it, and I need to end it and just be done with it. It'll pop up maybe sometime. Maybe I put it in a box that went out to a garage sale. Not quite sure, but that definitely needs to be taken down so that somebody doesn't buy it and I get a defect. So we're talking about this right here. And then all the rest of these are like Boyd's Bears, which I need to revamp those listings. And one of the things that I can tell from the listings is my background from the listing here. You know, it's my black desk, and then what I used to use was the wall behind the black desk was white. Probably not the best setup for photographs, but I was going through a bit of a different opinion about eBay back then, and one of the things that I would say is like back in the day, I would say to myself, this really isn't that important. This part of the listing isn't that important. And to be quite honest with you, after a couple of years of, trying to, get this eBay thing going more consistently, is that all of those things that I said that didn't really matter do matter. So I said that the pictures could be good, they don't have to be great, which is wrong. Great pictures sell items. Secondly, weights, when you're entering it into the listing, I used to say it didn't matter. Weights matter, and I'll tell you why weights matter. Weights matter because it could take, if you put in the wrong weight, your item could be $2 or $3 more than the rest of the items that you're trying to price against, and you're trying to match their pricing. And if you just do calculated shipping, eBay might add, if you have the wrong price in, $2 and $3 more, and then your item's never going to be seen. It's not even going to be on the first page. So weights do matter. So you have to get your weights right. And then one of the things I'm trying to do now is underweigh a little bit, because the shipping still isn't being competitive. So sometimes I'll take a few ounces off to see if I can get it to be a more competitive calculated shipping. I know the other thing to do is to just go with a flat rate shipping charge on stuff. So that might be my next step. I also said at one time that you didn't need promoted listings. I don't think that you have to have promoted listings, but if you want to be competitive, you need to do promoted listings. When I do promoted listings, I do 3%. 3% promoted listings for anything that is more is like $19 or more, which means if it sells using the link that is promoted, that eBay's going to get 3% of it. So I don't like to do more than that. I think you could price yourself right out of selling on eBay if you try and do their suggested amounts. I just do $3 across the board if it's $19 or more, and I just go with it. I get a decent amount of promoted listing sales, and I get a decent amount of non-promoted listing sales. Trying to think of anything else that when I did free shipping, I lumped the shipping costs into the price of the item and tried to be competitive that way. And then doing item specifics, I just try to do as many as I can. And we talked about this in a different video. There's little numbers next to the item specifics, and it's like 1.4K, 2K. That's how many times people have clicked on those specific item specifics on the side of their screen when they're looking for items on eBay. So that tells you how important it is. Is it all important? No, actually your title is the most important thing. But if you add some item specifics in, it could narrow down the person's search to your item. So that's that. If you have any questions about what I just talked about, like how to find that your oldest items again, message me in the comments and I will go through it again. I could give you some insights into that, but I thought that was a cool way to find out, like, oh my gosh, this thing's been up for 4 years. I really need to look into why it's been up for 4 years. So I was looking through these things, and like there's a group of like 20 or 30 items. No, is that 20 items? Yeah, that's probably 20 items that are over 4 years, and then it drops to just a little over 3 years. So I'm gonna go through these backwards, a couple at a time, redo some of the Boyd's Bears pictures and stuff like that, and see if I can get an uptick on those during the Christmas season. I will probably go and find the Christmas related ones first and revamp those and do it that way. So that's interesting. Okay, so to the things that sold on eBay over the weekend. Let's pull it up here. And no, we don't want active listings, we want orders. Okay, so we sold 17 items for just a tad over $300 in gross sales. And we will start on the stuff that sold on Friday. So, going back to Friday, the first thing that sold was this CD, Duran Jones and the Indications, American Love Call. I've never heard of this. It says rock indie. So this is a new CD, $9 plus shipping on top. The next item is The Godfathers, Birth, School, Work, Death, The Best of the Godfathers. This CD is previously owned, $10 plus shipping on top. The next item is a book, Songs of Sesame Street and Poems and Pictures. So this oversized book has some songs that you'll find on classic Sesame Street. That sold for $6.99 plus shipping on top. The next item is a piece of clothing. It's this jacket by Django. It's like a white or an ivory cotton long sleeve blazer. That sold for $5 plus shipping on top. I gotta believe that had been up for a long time. The other item that I always say is if you start messing with the stuff in the back of your inventory, like the oldest stuff, some of that old stuff will start to sell. Something in the algorithm likes it when you mess with your older items and try and jostle them around, like in your, digitally in your store, if you jostle them around in your store. So I have been deleting a bunch of stuff, and then like this jacket sold that's probably a couple of years old. So eBay, shows its appreciation for that by having stuff that's old sell. The next item came from the Closet Estate sale closet that I had a consignment with. And these Vionic Women's 9 gray booties with the zip side and the tassel. These sold for $12 plus shipping on top. It was like a suede, gray suede. The next item that sold is another CD. It's new, sealed. The back, if you can see, it's got these cracks in it. So I'll send them another case. I got these blank clear cases, and I'll send them one so they can replace it if they like. This is called Chosen Few, Let It Go, and Let God. And then it's obviously Christian music, and it's new, and it's sold for $10 plus shipping on top. The next item that's sold is this CD, Orion Experience Cosmic Candy. This one is like indie pop. Sold for $19 plus shipping on top. And it was previously owned. The next item, I have to message the person because they said something about canceling this, but they never sent a cancellation through. But they did message me about canceling it way back on Saturday. Mike Ireland and the Holler, Try Again. And it sold for $4 plus shipping on top. It also has a crack in it, so I'd probably replace that. But if I'm not shipping it, then I'm not going to replace it just yet. Sold this Charles Thurwitt Solid Blue 15 neck, 33-inch sleeve, slim fit, spread collar. In the package sealed, and it's definitely from the company that made it. It's got all the words and stuff bought online or whatever. $25.99 for that new shirt. So somebody is going to have a nice new shirt. The next item that sold is from the Sports Memorabilia lot way back in last November, so it's coming up on a year. This picture of the 1938 New York Yankees World Championship team. It's in black and white, and this sold for $8 plus shipping on top. I hope I have an envelope big enough to hold that. The next item to sell was a shirt. Was this Danskin purple shirt, V-neck, 4XL. It's a big shirt. Okay, that sold for $8 plus shipping on top. The next thing that sold was a pair of pants. These Gap straight fit 6 regular slacks. They sold for $9.99 plus shipping. The next item that sold was this CD set. It's called Masters at Work 10th Anniversary Set. I think it's several CDs in here. It's 4 CDs in here, and it sold for $12 plus shipping on top. The next item to sell was a men's polo. This Echo Unlimited, white with gray and red stripes. It's a 3XL, and this sold for $9.60 plus shipping on top. The next item that sold was this, the Bastards, Playa Royale, new sealed. I've never heard of this band. It says rock. And that sold for $8.40 plus shipping on top. The next item to sell was another CD, Simple Minds, Good News from the World, rock and pop. And this sold for $6 plus shipping on top. The next item and the last item is this U.S. Air Force 50th anniversary marching band recording. It's an audio disc and a CD-ROM. And this sold for $11.99 plus shipping on top. So that is everything that sold over the weekend. And I'm going to package this stuff up and put it by the door and wait for tomorrow. We'll have some more packages to add to it. But I think that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, hit the like button, and let your friends know who are also resellers about the channel, and we'll try and grow this thing. And if you have any comments or questions about how I do things, please message me down below in the comment section, and I'll 100% answer your question. That's it for today. See ya. Peace.